the managers of money. Across the globe, financial fires are raging, burning through national economies like the plague, turning everything it touches into smoldering ashes. This fire rose perhaps most perilously in the fall of 2008 as the U.S. economy took a precipitous tumble in the explosion of junk mortgage bonds, which blew the bottom out of the housing markets. Shortly thereafter, foreclosures, often filed and processed in violation of law, closed millions of homes, sent people into shelters or the streets to fend for themselves. Those economic eruptions have rippled around the world, causing havoc in a slew of nations, bringing their economies to the brink of disaster. The political leaders of whatever party took energetic measures to protect and defend the coffers of the wealthy and granted them bundles of bailout money. They turned their attention to social programs, workers' rights, and inflicted so-called austerity measures on the people to extract more from the poor and working class. When a Greek politician, Prime Minister George Papandreou, decided to hold a referendum on those measures, the rich countries waged an all-out war in the media against him, driving him to resignation. And Greece, the nation we're told, where democracy was first practiced, is denied the right to vote on its wages, its benefits, its hours worked, and its very future. For the market will decide. For the market has no time for democracy. What Greece and soon Italy demonstrates is that politicians kneel at the high altar of finance, and investors hold more power than presidents or prime ministers. Indeed, Europe distinguished itself in 1999 when it launched the euro, a single currency in Europe with the exception of Britain. However, when nations have no say in its currency, whether it rises, falls, floats, or stagnates, others will have say investors. Before such an international economic onslaught, which squeezes a nation's economic aorta to bring it to heel, prime ministers are not so primary. Papandreou has bowed out, and Italy's right-wing rascal Silvio Berlusconi is on the ropes. Historians Will and Ariel Durant, in their 1968 work, The Lessons of History, noted, "The men who can manage men manage the men who can manage only things, and the men who can manage money manage all." The descendants of Achilles and Odysseus, and of Caesar and Hadrian, bowed to the bankers. From death row, this is Mumia, Abu Jamal. These commentaries are recorded by Noel Hanrahan of Prison Radio.